if I had to start over and rebuild another 7-figure Etsy print-on-demand shop, here's exactly what I do to rebuild it better and faster and more profitable than ever before. And it really starts with shipping faster, researching smarter, and uploading less designs than you actually think. So let's get into it. The first thing to do is to offer express delivery on every single order. So Printify actually has express delivery on a select few amount of products. And if we just go into Printify here, and then we go to the filters, and then we sort by shipping, and then express delivery, and then show 2 results. There's 2 different shirts that you can get with express delivery, and that's the Bella Canvas 3001 and the Gildan 5000. I would recommend to start off with the Bella 3001. So what is express delivery? Well, it's basically Printify's way of being able to ship the fastest to the customer. They choose the production partner closest to where the customer lives, and that's the one that actually gets to fulfill the order itself. And usually they get the shirt within 2 to 3 days. The key thing to know is that they don't guarantee delivery within 2 to 3 days. So I would have some kind of buffer, either like 4 or 5 days, and this is in business days, not regular days, to ensure that the delivery actually comes to the customer. So the first thing that I would do, because it has such a major implication on your whole shop. The first thing that I would do is just choose the Bellas and only choose the colors available for express delivery and only offer that. So that all of your shirts will basically be delivered within like 5 business days. That's really fast. And with Amazon's like Prime delivery, that's usually what customers want nowadays. And it's honestly just a great way to build 5-star reviews really fast. If they get what they want and what they purchase really fast, that's usually a really great experience to be in. So the first thing is to offer the Bella Canvas 3001 only in the colors available for express delivery. Just to give you the heads up with the colors, not all colors are available for express delivery. It's only black, white, navy, dark gray heather, and athletic heather. But I would just have those in my shop and offer those for the Bella Canvas 3001, and then I can actually have a shipping profile that just shows that they will get the item within 3 to 5 business days. Super powerful stuff. Okay, so now we actually know how to have which product to sell and how to have a major advantage over the competition because of the express delivery option on Printify. The second and most important thing that we do is to research smarter and then design. So you research first and then you design. Because honestly, I just wouldn't touch a design until I have done my research properly. And to do that easily and steadily, again, it doesn't have to be a big chore. All you need to do is 5 to 10 shops by just searching Etsy like this. You go to t-shirts and then you go to all filters. I live in Sweden, so I got to make sure that it says delivered to the US. Otherwise the results are skewed since we only focus on the US here. Then we filter by physical items and the star seller filter. We swap out star for best in the search bar. So we only see the best sellers for this given keyword. And the key thing that we want to look at now is this little number right here. We want to find 5 to 10 really big shops that's been successful in the last 2 to 3 years. And if you just use Everbee, you can just click this button here and then see shop details. This one is way over 3 years, so let's not use that one. But you want to find 5 to 10 successful shops that's been really successful within the last 2 to 3 years. Again, you don't want a really old shop. You want a new shop because they generally have to do something. They generally have to make a lot of things work and really good in order to even like get to the point where they are. But old shops generally just live off the thing that they made years ago. So I would strongly recommend to find new shops that are actually doing it really well. But you find 5 to 10 of those shops, and to make this easy is all you look at is the review count. So you want to find these shops that have a lot of reviews. So thousands and thousands of reviews. And then of course you never want to like find shops that are infringing in any way on copyright or trademarks, because there's a lot of those here from what I can see, like this one for instance. So let's see here. Let's see about this one. This one is 56 months, but how many sales has it done? This one is on 104,000 sales in how long? 56 months. How many years is that? That's like 4.5 years. So if we take 104 divided by 4.6, that's like 22,000 sales here. So this one could work maybe just because it's done so well in the last 4 years. But we still prefer to have newer shops. That's still better. So let me just find one of those and then let's see how it looks. And again, even though this one has a big review count, since it's just infringing blatantly on copyright, just don't even consider it. It's not even worth the time. Oh, this one is a bit older than 3 years, but this is an outlier shop. This one has done 221,000 854 sales within the last 43 months. If we do it, that's basically 5,000 sales a month. And we take that times 12. That's like, yeah, that's a lot of sales for a year in a year. So this one I could definitely use, this specific one, but that's how you have to go about this. And you want to find 5 to 10 shops like this and put that in a Google Sheets file. Once you have that, you can basically just sort all of the shops and their best-selling listings, and then just sort them by the estimated total sales that Everbee projects. And the best thing about that is that then you can just go one by one and understand like what is the commonalities in design here. Because the key thing is to not copy what works. That never ever is a good thing, and I'm not saying that. The thing that I'm saying is to find patterns between these different designs. Let's say that like cat shirts are overall trending and retro fonts are trending. Combine cat shirts with a retro font to like bring more value to the platform. That's the only way that we can make all this Etsy thing work. We need to add value to the platform in order to make the whole thing work. But the key thing with this whole approach is that we actually base all of our decisions off of data. We don't make this a guessing game. We make every decision as a strategic approach based on data. Key thing. Now, after you've done a lot of research and you've got the master list and you found out like which type of designs work here and there and which niches you actually want to be in using the master list, you want to start executing. This is really important, but you don't want to do the thing that I did in the beginning and just list 500 listings a month, because you do a lot of mistakes in the beginning and you want to correct those as fast as possible. And you can only correct the issues once you've done a lot of reps, once you put a lot of listings up. So you shouldn't do what I did and put up 500 listings a month. You should put up 50 listings and then ask for feedback, because it's so key to just get feedback from people to see which works and which doesn't. Like if something actually sells, that's how you know something really works. But apart from that, it's just key. Like if you get something that sells, like if your conversion rate is really low, just getting feedback from people either who know a lot more than you on Etsy, or just feedback with friends and stuff like that, or peers. This is a huge reason why I created the free Print on Demand collective. There's a link for that in the description below. Just getting feedback from your peers or from an expert in the field is just key so you can actually grow, because once you get that feedback, you can iterate a lot faster. The next step to this whole thing, once you actually like put up the listings, you got feedback on them, then it's key to just take the feedback and put up 50 new ones and implement all the changes to the new listings themselves. You can like take the bestseller, like the ones that have actually sold for you in the beginning, you can change those around too to make them better, but just leave all like 90% of the old ones behind and just iterate going forward. Like take all the new learnings that you made, implement that going forward, and put up 50 new ones. You don't want to put up 500 new ones. That's way too much effort and way too much listing costs. You want to put up 50 new ones and then iterate again once you've done that. Because you can understand what the issues are when you just do this again and again. You see that, okay, my listing workflow is way too slow. It's taking me like hours to put up a listing. Like what's the issue that can, like how can we refine that? Maybe for instance, you have a really low conversion rate, some better mockups and like better listing images is a major thing. Because again, if you just fix the issues, you can actually sell, like if your conversion rate is like 2.5, but you just fix listing images, that can usually bring up to 5% conversion rate, which basically means that you sell double the amount of listings just by fixing the issues themselves. So key thing is always like when you iterate, just do it that going forward. And you just got to keep on doing this by just getting feedback, like do 50 more, get feedback, do 50 more, and eventually just get better and better and better. Because just every improvement just gets you closer and closer to the end goal that you have. But yeah, that's really the plan. You want to ship fast, you want to research a lot smarter, you want to launch your listings boldly, and then you want to get feedback on the whole process. And lastly, you want to iterate on everything. Those are the 5 steps that you always need to do just to get going. And then you just repeat the feedback and the iteration time and time again to just get better and better and better. If you're starting your Etsy journey this year, this can be your blueprint for your whole business to start off with. Now, everyone is different, so everything will be a bit different for you. But if you want to watch me like create listings, you can watch this next video right here. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next one.